Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Royce Report. If this is your first time here, please hit subscribe, as I am working diligently to bring information to enhance your profession, enhance your career, and enhance your business. Today, I have with me another good friend of mine, Jeff Greif. Welcome, Jeff. How are you today?
Thank you, Todd. Thank you for having me this morning.
Oh, you're welcome. It's my privilege. I know you're a busy guy, and it's nice for you to make some time for me, so thank you very much.
Always a pleasure. Nice to see you.
Jeff is the executive vice president of First American Title Insurance Company. It's a multinational company and a Fortune 500 company. He has been twice awarded the First American Circle of Excellence. So congratulations, Jeff. Good job.
Thank you.
Jeff and I work a lot together, which brings us today's topic. Today's topic is about working collectively within a team and how people really work together. Sometimes that word can be overused, because when you get into how it really functions, I do believe sometimes it's missed. So Jeff and I are going to have a nice dialogue about that today, even though much of what we're going to discuss does revolve around the real estate business, because those are the businesses that we operate in. The information can be transposed to anything that needs to be accomplished by a group of individual talents to come to a common end. So Jeff, let me ask you this question. In many real estate transactions, there are anywhere from 13 to 17 people involved. I sat and counted them one day, and I don't think I even got them all. So where do you fit into that process, and what recommendations can you make to people both within the industry and outside the industry how to collectively work within a team for a successful outcome?
Well, that's something that you and I discuss from time to time, Todd. You and I are part of a terrific team where we're able to refer business opportunities to one another. We trust one another, which is perhaps the most important aspect of any relationship, certainly a business relationship. And in these challenging times, it's very important to have a quality team that you can trust, people that know what they're doing in their aspect of the business, and also can help you to build your business. I compare this time, a lot of people are, it's not just me, comparing this period, this quarantine period with regard to the coronavirus, to the 2008-2010 challenge. There was a tremendous flight to quality back then.
When you say quality,
yeah.
Specifically, what do you mean by quality? Because that's a very broad topic, and everyone's got a little bit different definition.
It is. For example, we are a Fortune 500 multinational corporation. There are a lot of small independent title agents out there who were not only unprepared during this economic challenge, and in 2008, 2010, I saw the same thing, but are still trying to figure it out. And I'm very proud of First American. They saw what was happening in their Asian and European markets. And as soon as the president and our governor came out with their quarantine recommendations, First American had every single employee across the country, excuse me, set up with a laptop, a home computer system, a secure VPN for secure emails and wiring. And literally within about 3 or 4 hours, we had everybody set up with a home office. We did not skip a beat. And our clients see that we provide for that cloud in the industry and a reduction in risk for them and their clients.
So basically, your first step, if I get this right, the first two aspects of working within a team is, number one, you have to trust who you're working with, bar none. You have to trust their competencies, their honesty, and their ethics, I would believe. Is that correct? Those three are really important. And then the second one is the people behind us, because there's always people behind everyone. I'm convinced of that. We go to the bank to borrow money. There's somebody behind the bank, the Federal Reserve, the controller of the currency. So there's always a high quality entity behind everyone. So the first two aspects is trust. The second one is quality. meaning that the people can fulfill the obligations of the people, the people behind them can fulfill what they need, not just the person on the front line. And I define the person on the front line are those who see and speak to their clients during the transaction and regularly.
Absolutely.
Now, pertaining to the title work,
Mm-hmm.
where do you come in? Do you ever come in before the transaction is placed? For example, if I was an industrial buyer, would I call you ahead of time, or would I do my own due diligence and then I call you when we're getting ready to close the transaction?
Many times we are brought in prior to the contract negotiations, sometimes for searches, sometimes just for consultation. Our title officers are amongst the very best in the industry. We have several that we rely on, and talk about a team. I don't know where I would be without these people.
And in essence, you trust them.
We trust them, and First American trains our people. Like I said before, we're a very strong team. We have a tremendous amount of clout in the industry. And, I was thinking of the quote, "No man is an island," when you were talking about a team. And in most times, we need a strong, trustworthy team, knowledgeable team of people behind us, but also vendors for, say, investors in our business. I was recently watching a NIOP seminar, and they talked about teams, and they were citing examples of how the investors, developers rely on their attorneys, their lenders, their title insurance companies, their inspectors. There's any number. You mentioned 17 people.
Oh.
And think of all the people that are in the back office doing all the work that I rely on.
Correct.
That our clients can be taken care of and limit their risk. And in addition to that, Todd, this is something that you and I started talking about when we first met. I remember when we had dinner together the first time when we met. And it's also very important to me, and I know to you as well, and a lot of fun to help our clients to build their business as well, to provide for opportunities that we find in the marketplace that we can refer to our clients.
Oh, so let me just kind of a little bit what we've covered. I've been taking some notes, and if I missed one, let me know. To put together a really healthy team and work collectively, you have to trust each other.
Yep.
There has to be a tremendous amount of preparation because everyone comes to the table with a knowledge set.
Knowledge and experience, yes.
There has to be training involved. And I know I've missed two because I didn't write them all down. But those who just did, I look at it, I know this is how I look at it. And that's what the basis of my most recent book I wrote, First and 10 on the 20s of Football, Business, or Life, is a football team has 11 players on the field, all with a collective individual talent. They all are the center. This is from the offense position. The center cannot be the quarterback, and the quarterback cannot be the center. Collectively, though, they have a common goal. So that's kind of the real estate transaction as well. You have the attorney for both sides. You have the title person. You have the appraiser. And it's really where these circles intersect is that where a healthy transaction and a expedient and relatively flawless transaction can come about. Do you agree with all that?
Absolutely. We make sure that our clients are purchasing the property that they think they're purchasing and protecting the lender as well.
Right.
We do risk assessment, and we also are involved with cleaning up whatever needs to be cleaned up prior to the transaction so that there aren't lawsuits after the transaction. So I love this business. I'm in it 35 years. And in addition to providing tremendous superior title insurance services, I also love to help my clients to build their business. So I'm very active in NIOP, IORIBA. These are commercial real estate groups, and the North Central Jersey Association of Realtors. And when appropriate, as you know, as you and I have worked together on this, I help to connect people who may have the ability to refer business to one another. And that's very fun for me. I love it.
I think that goes back to trust. It goes back to trust. And I'll tell you, I can't even, I should have taken better notes, but there were about 7 or 8 items that we discussed. And I'm just going to quickly recap them all. And then you could provide some people with a little bit of advice maybe on how to collectively work with the team. And you can add some of the things. We've got trust. Your team has to be prepared. There's got to be training. You've got to be able to help others too. I think that's key. I know you and I do. We refer business back and forth, but
Yes.
that creates the team effect. Mm-hmm. It's almost like a handoff in a football game, where hey, look, I've got the ball now. Now would you take it from this point forward? So I just think it's a great concept, and I know you and I do it a lot, and I would encourage everyone else to find that core group of people that you can refer a business back and forth to. Hey, as we wrap this up, what collective information can you just provide in a few sentences to the viewing public on working within a team, working really tightly within a team? If you could just sum it up in a couple sentences, that would be great.
I would say that getting involved with, in my industry, for example, real estate groups. I had mentioned a couple earlier, NIOP, IOREBA, the NCJAR. They're already a professional platform. Monmouth University KISLAC is an annual event that I attend. I've been sitting on the board for many, many years. And I would highly recommend that for whoever it is that is viewing this, to reach out to your professional organizations in your industry, get involved, meet people, and then start becoming a connector like Todd and I are, introduce people to one another and assist in facilitating transactions.
Well, Jeff, it's always a pleasure having lunch with you, having dinner, even a couple drinks, but we haven't had that. Maybe in a few months we will. I'm waiting for the golf invite. So, so it's always a pleasure. I want to thank you for your time. I'm sure we'll speak again later today. And to everyone else, be well, be safe, be happy, be successful, and yes, always prepare to win. Thanks again, Jeff. Give my best to your family, and we'll see you soon.
Todd.
You're welcome.
You will.